Hey, yo, what's going on? I'm back again. I haven't been in a while. I know I said I'm start making YouTube videos, but I'm so busy. Not busy, but I'm doing so much other stuff in my life. It's kind of hard. So when you see people, so I put in a lot. I give a lot of respect for everybody that's doing work, dropping YouTube videos, multiple videos on a daily basis. I know it's a lot of work, but I think I have something to say, and it's basically about the Agela Stanton King versus the Breakfast Club interview. I was gonna do one when it first came out because I saw Angela Stanton King and I didn't know who she was, and I really don't watch the Breakfast Club like I used to unless it's like an artist that I really like, or old school artists, like say if somebody from Jodeci is on Breakfast Club, I'll watch it, or like say if anybody from like 666 Mafia is on there, any artist from Memphis, something like that is on Breakfast Club. It's when I watch, or it's like old school. Anybody like UGK, anybody from Ghetto Boys, any old school E40, somebody like that, I'll watch it. Or even with the new artists like a Little Baby, Da Baby. I like those young cats rapping. Some of the people that I like just interested in seeing what they're about, I'll watch. But like most of the interviews, especially when you got Angela Fried Rice on there, or any of the random liberal black buffoons like Al Informant, Sharpton, Messy Jackson. Well, Jesse Jackson ain't been on there, I don't think. But any of the DNC shields or buffoons, Roland Martin, anybody like that that comes on Breakfast Club, I'm not watching that. Or any of the goofballs that they have on that are portraying rappers and R&B artists, I'm not watching. But when I saw Angela Stanton and it said the title was like sharing Trump policies, pro-life, gender dysphoria, rebuilding Black America, I'm like, oh, let me check this out. And when I was watching it, and I was like, hold on, Angela Stanton, she's okay, I saw her with the long weave, and she kind of looks like a mix between Trina and Lala, dark skin, little hood like. Now, let me check this girl out. Or this, excuse me, not this girl, but this woman. So I got to watching the video, and I was like, okay, hold on, I saw how she started coming, and I was like, oh, she doesn't have her speaking all the way down pat. She misses a few words here and there, like far as pronunciation, but who can talk? Because I'm from Arkansas, and, I don't say everything correctly all the time. You see I have a strong accent, and I'm trying to work on that. That's another reason why I'm doing speaking on YouTube. But it can be a good and a bad thing. But I was watching, and man, Angela Stanton, I'm just gonna tell y'all this right now up front, because I know everybody has did their reaction videos, but this is my reaction to it. If you're a UFC fan, which I am, and if you want to rate this is like a UFC fight, and I'm giving her justice because she was taking on 3 people. And it was a UFC fight, and it was a 5-round fight. It was a championship fight, and she pretty much won every round, and she played and toyed with them. It's like, so if you said you had a UFC fight and you had Anderson Silva in this prime fighting your local bum, whoever, your local bum UFC fighter, in the first round he beat up his face. Second round, he went to the gut and killed the gut. Third round, he chopped at the legs. Fourth round, he grappled him and had ground control for the whole 4th round. Then the 5th round, he KO'd him. That's basically what that was. She had control the whole time. She had him in arm submissions. She ground and pound. She did everything, and it's like she submitted him in the 5th round. So it's like a 5-round UFC championship fight where she won all the rounds. It's not even up for debate. She ran all 5 rounds, and in the 5th round, she said, "Okay, I'm finna go. I want to give y'all the show, and now 5th round, I'm finna just go and TKO you." That's basically what it was, and I understand now why they never did have Candace Owens on there. Even though I'm not a big fan of Candace Owens at all, but when she says something true, like I said, it doesn't matter if I agree with her or not. She says a lot of true stuff, but I'm just really not a fan of Candace Owens. Her energy it's just not. I don't like it, and it's something not right about her, right? You know what I'm saying? But Agela Stanton has all, and I made a Facebook post about this, and I'm giving y'all the summary of it before I break it down. Agela Stanton took on Angela Yee, Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and used conservative talking points, traditional black talking points, mixed in with black mama talking points, and hood logic, black mom logic, hood logic, street logic, and mixed it all in and picked them apart piece by piece. And this was a great day for any, especially like black conservatives like me. No, excuse me, not conservatives, but black people, or I wouldn't say necessarily black, copper colored people, or the Asiatic, or the Aboriginal, or the real Indian, whatever you want to call us, the original people, the natives to this land. She said everything that we say when we're in Facebook arguments, because I can speak to a lot of y'all. If you're not programmed to be a DNC buffoon, which I like to call them, like just somebody programmed to just go, I'm a Democrat, I've been raised Democrat, and you go in there to the booth and vote everybody Democrat. You don't even know what they're running for. You just vote D because Democrat. When you're kind of woke, this is the real woke, and you're just not the stand for the DNC. This was enlightening, and but it was just a breath of fresh air to see somebody come on there and just drop real points. And to make the stance and what I've been always saying, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. You hear so many people saying that, irritates me a lot. I'm not a Democrat or Republican, but you vote Democrat every election. You vote Democrat straight ticket. Last elections, I voted, 08 I voted Obama. 12 I voted Gary Johnson. 16 I voted Trump. But just showing you, if you eliminate all the crap, the feelings and emotions about what Trump says and all this crap, and you just look at policies, Democrats ain't messing with Trump or Republicans as far as that, because you just got to go back to the policies. And she stuck to her guns, and she broke it down. She threw in a little stuff, a little stuff I didn't know. But she basically saying everything that all us, Agela Stanton was for all us that's been arguing with these and going back and forth with these idiots on Facebook so long. We've been saying the same stuff forever, but it just doesn't go by. And I'm gonna tell you this one guy, in which I'm gonna stop being on Facebook as far as going back and forth. I just do this for practice, just talking to them. It's just like mental sparring. It's like sparring. I just go in there and play with them and toy with them all day, and just win back and forth, because I don't consider it debate, because they don't know anything they talking about. They just watch CNN and MSNBC and even Fox all day, so they don't know what they talking about. But Agela Stanton just KO'd them, and I'm gonna tell you who looked the worst out of this whole deal is Angela Yee. She just looks, it just looked terrible, and it already shined the light on it, because I already had some weird feelings, because whenever you notice Breakfast Club do interviews, she only comes in to add stuff about sex. So if it's a guy on there, so who you sleeping with? Who you fucking with? Are you sleeping around anybody? I heard you was messing around with something. She bringing up rumors of sex. Do you like oral sex? Do you like this? It's always sex with her. It's always sex. And then it could be a gal in there talking about motorcycles. Angela, well, you know, women ride motorcycles too. You can have a gal in there talking about building bridges. Well, you know, no women build bridges too. It's like the stereotypical. I gotta add my feminist voice in and put the feminist agenda on display with her. It's always that. She really. I hate to be like that, but it's like her voice is so irritating now, and she brings nothing to the table, nothing at all. And DJ Envy was very defensive in the interview, and it's like but this is nothing we never heard. We always hear this. We always hear, so you're anti this, you're anti this. They never want to talk policies. Like basically what she said was, I'm gonna just break down the interview. It's real easy because it's talking points. One, really, it just she stayed on one thing: abortion. If we're gonna ever, and I never use this thing, but she broke that down real good. Where she said, if we say we're the minority, we'll never be a majority if we're killing half of the pregnancies of black children in America. How? How can we ever be the majority and stop being the minority? That's the main thing she kept hitting home. And you can't argue with that. You cannot argue with facts. It's just impossible. So when you're saying we got X amount of kids getting aborted every day, and we had, so I forget how many millions, you all know if you go look it up, millions and millions of black people being aborted, we can never get out that 13% minority rate. You know what I'm saying? We can't. So how can you be pro-black and be pro-abortion? Even though, hey, I can't sit there and go in on anybody with the abortion things because, you know, I have a past, you know what I'm saying? But when somebody says something that's right, it's right, you know? And so she killed them on the abortion issue because it's not pro-life and pro-choice. It really is pro-life and pro-death. I mean, it is what it is. That's how I always look at anything. Somebody's telling the truth, they're telling the truth. And she killed them with that, and she pinned them in the hole when you got Angela Yee talking about, it's an embryo. But, man, I ain't got nothing to argue about that. She's made herself look crazy. DJ Envy going in, he was being aggressive, and you can tell he was defensive. You're like, so what are you? It's not, he didn't ask, you're anti-LGBTQ. You're anti-transgender. The woman never said that. You know, she just talked on normal black women and hood and black people logic in the hood. What we all say in the hood that doesn't get necessarily said on mainstream TV is politically correct. You can say you whatever the hell you want to and be whatever you want to, but don't expect us to capitulate with that and like agree. Okay, so I'm a Ninja Turtle now, and like, nah, bro, you're not no Ninja Turtle. you're Joe Blow. You're not a Ninja Turtle. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Jordan Peterson was saying this shit a couple years ago too. He was fighting that shit in Canada. Excuse my cursing, but he was fighting this in Canada. You can't make me call you someone I know you not. You know what I'm saying? It was basically like, just keep it real. It's really, and she was hitting home on stop lying. I am not going to lie to my children, and I'm not going to lie to them. How can you argue with that? You can't. Telling your truth to kids. Telling the truth to kids. You're hurting them more when you're lying to them. And Charlemagne knew a lot of what she was saying was right and wrong. And that's why he was just sitting there being quiet, just like me. If I'm listening to somebody and they're making valid points and they're saying something that's true, I'm not going to argue with them. I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, you're right on that. This is not about winning and losing. Whenever I go into discussion, because I don't have debates, because these idiots can't debate, because you can't debate somebody that doesn't know anything. When I'm listening, if somebody says something that's real, I'm going to listen. I'm not going to argue with somebody. If somebody says sky blue, I'm not going to argue with them because sky blue. But you got these idiots out here now. If Trump says the sky is blue, you have people up here arguing all day about why the sky is not blue, or I'm not going to admit that the sky is blue because Trump's racist. You got these folks so brainwashed, it's sad. But back to Agela Stanton. She did a masterful job with the abortion issue, and she pinned them in the corner and made them look real crazy. Then the second thing I want to say, which is real problematic, and that's with DJ Envy, when she pinned the question on him, asking him, would you allow your child to come out basically as a girl, lives a girl, and or vice versa, you had a boy, would you let him basically do the Boosie thing and chop your thing off, dog? Don't chop his thing off. And you had Envy on there capitulating like, I'ma support my kid, whatever they want to do. That's code for I want to keep my job in Power 105 and I don't want to lose my job. Because we all know if Envy's child, I can pretty much guarantee if Envy's child, any one of his children, beautiful children, yeah, he got a beautiful family, no disrespect, but if your children came out, say your son came out like, hey, Dad, I think I'm a woman. I want to live as a woman and I won't live as a boy no more. You can't tell me in the world DJ Envy would be, okay, yeah, son, I agree with that. I'm going to help you and walk you through this, and I'm going to go to the clinic with you and start getting hormones, and I'm going to do this and do this for you. No, he's not. But he's scared because he has a job, and he don't want to lose his job, even though he has. I think DJ Envy is well off. Hey, he's real with the real estate and all that. I give him props for that. And he's teaching and trying to put people on for free. And not trying, like I see him. He's giving lessons. Even if he does charge, he gives a lot of information for free. And he does motivational. And I agree with him on all that. But on that part, that's what you call I want to keep my job. I want to keep my job. I don't want to lose my job. So, yes, I'm going to support my child. If he says he's a Thundercat and he gonna transform, or he's a transformer, I'm gonna support him because he's pitching the hole. Because if you said something, no, I would not support my son being living as a woman, blah blah blah, and I guarantee in a week or two he would get reprimanded. He would have been made to apologize by the LGBTQ community. And if he didn't, he'd probably been looking at getting replaced. And that's that on that. And that was my problem with Envy in the whole interview. And Charlemagne, he knew he was stuck in the hole, so he just, he did what you're supposed to do. He agreed with what he's supposed to agree. But if he had a few little things where he stuck in there to challenge Miss Stanton on a few things, but Stanton knocked it out of the park. But basically, she just stuck to on the abortion tip. And then with Trump, she went back to just real spiel, a real grown folks talk. Hey, I'm not worried about what this man talking about and what he's saying. We talking about his actions. And like I say always, Trump's policies and agendas don't hurt the black community. It don't. But I can point to you every day, all day, how Democrats do. And another thing she said, which is real. I don't know a white supremacist or racist or KKK that would defund the number one killer of black people in America. And that's abortion. So if I'm a real racist, hardcore, why would I defund and try to stop the number one killer of black people? And we all know who the black number one killer is abortion. Make that make sense. But you get Democrats, they hop on stage all the time. First thing they talk about when we talk about what we're going to do for the black community, make sure we have, provide women's Planned Parenthood for all women. That's always on the agenda. Planned Parenthood. We want to make sure women have access to uh, reproductive health care. That means we want to make sure you have access to these abortions so we can make sure we keep y'all numbers at 13% or under. That's code speak. So with Agela on that, hey, she killed him. That's really what the whole interview was about. And then on the agenda, just basically just knocking off like the First Step Act, where she broke down where she got legislation passed where you can't have women chained to the beds no more while they giving birth in the hospital. I didn't know that. That's something real. Something else I didn't know. She said 7,000 people been released on the First Step Act. 90% was black. I didn't know that either. She hit it home with that. What can you argue about that? And she was breaking down how in that 94 crime bill, everybody with the 3 strikes, when Obama did his little prison reform deal, if you had the little 3 strikes deal, you weren't eligible. So everybody with 3 strikes was still stuck in there. So, but yeah, I didn't want to go deep into the politics with it because I can go off, with the illegal immigration and all that, which she didn't even touch on with that, which is also bad. You see my wrist, I'm jacked up. I had a 4-wheeler accident this weekend at the 4-wheeler park, but I'm alright though. But yeah, Angela Stanton made them look bad. She made them look bad because I was watching the interview and I was like 45 minutes in, I was like, ooh. It's like I'm watching a Tyson fight or something from old school. She did that, man. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give her props, man. She did that, and that's why you finna see. I bet you they all got called into the office after that one. They probably got rolled up. They probably got this was a written and final warning. It ain't gonna be no verbal. This is a written final warning. Y'all, if y'all F up again with some BS like this, y'all get one of these type people on again, and y'all don't get them off their show, it's over for y'all. They finna run y'all up out of town because now you messing with the mind control. You messing with the media mind control. That was a shockwave. That was sent out, and I'm surprised I wouldn't be surprised if they don't take it down, but if they did, it'll be a lot of heat. But I'm surprised they haven't took it down yet. But this is the prime reason you'll never see somebody. Because see, the thing with Candace Owens, it's like she got anger and this bitterness when she talks. It's a bad energy with her. It's a bad energy. I don't like it either. And I can see it all day. But with Agela Stanton, she didn't go into none of the stereotypical black women stuff where they were trying to push her to turn up and act a fool. She had poise the whole time. She kept calm. And hey, she gets much props for that. Hey, I respect her for that. Hey, she real deal. And if she's running against, I think she's running against John Lewis, not to give this woman a chance because she's really strictly about black folks. And if you ever want to have the lesser of two arguments of evil, if you do any type of research on politics or anything, you want to play that lesser of two evil argument. Or I always like to argue, just say hypothetically, no party says I'm not going to do anything for y'all. Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, we're not going to do anything specifically for black people. Just conservative values and their agenda helps black people more, and just straight up Democratic agendas and policies hurt black people. Just simple as that. And if you don't know that, inbox me, put something in my message down here. I'll break it down in the next video because I do. That's my forte. I can do that all day, But I'm gonna tell y'all the real reason why we going through all this other chaos too in the next video. But I just wanted to hit y'all off with this Agela Stanton video. But hey, let me stop. Agela Stanton, you did that, and I guarantee you they not gonna have. It's over with. So if you was a conservative trying to get on Breakfast Club, it's over with. Because you know what? DNC called, the Hillary Clinton campaign called, the Hillary Foundation called, George Soros called, Antifa called. They probably, Charlemagne, Envy, and Yee probably got reprimanded real hard for that one. They probably got took to the woodshed by their bosses. Thanks again. But yeah, I was just touching back basically with y'all. Uh, I'm out, but I'm finna do another video here in a minute. I'm finna start doing these videos more though.